Hello guys and welcome to another video. Now let's look at the match between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Wow, where do we even start with this one? Coming into this match, I honestly thought, like most of us did, that the Eagles, riding high on their winning streak, would steamroll the Giants. But oh my goodness, the tables turned completely. This wasn't just a win for the Giants, it was a tactical masterclass, seriously. Their defense showed up massively, leaving the Eagles with a paltry 1 out of 9 third down conversions. I mean, are we seeing a new direction for the Giants here? And on the offensive side, converting 11 of 16 third downs? That's just insane. Guys, if you love this kind of deep dive into matches, don't forget to smash that subscribe button because there's so much more to come. All right, let's dive right into the heartbeat of the Giants' offensive breakthrough, Jaxson Dart. What a game this guy had. So when we talk about momentum, we have to mention Dart's multifaceted play. It really was something special. Now, here's the thing. Dart was on fire with his dual threat capabilities. I mean, 17 out of 25 for 194 yards. That kind of efficiency is exactly what the Giants needed to spark their offensive engine. But it wasn't just his arm doing the talking, you know. He added another dimension with his legs. Managing 58 rushing yards on 13 carries along with a rushing touchdown just changed the game entirely. And let's not forget his 20-yard run that really had us on the edge of our seats. Imagine being the Eagles' defense dealing with that kind of pressure. It's not just the stats, though. It's how Dart remained poised, taking only 2 sacks and keeping a passer rating of 104.6. Unbelievable, right? You could see how the offensive line was in sync, creating those gaps. Props to them for that. Dart's leadership and synergies on the field were absolutely crucial in pulling off this win. It's actions like these that define key players. Jaxson Dart, folks, remember that name. And speaking of names we won't forget soon, let's dive into Wan'Dale Robinson's phenomenal contribution. I mean, talk about making waves on the field, right? The way he seamlessly integrated himself into the Giants' offensive fabric was nothing short of spectacular. Robinson managed 6 receptions for 84 yards, which is already outstanding, but it's how he made those yards count that really stands out. His average? A solid 14 yards per catch. Just crazy numbers. Now, here's the kicker. His longest reception of 35 yards was an absolute game changer. It was one of those plays where you think, okay, this is it, this shifts everything. And indeed, it did. Robinson wasn't just effective, he was pivotal. His touchdown, the cherry on top, perfectly executed, giving the Eagles' defense headaches. Plus, his chemistry with Jaxson Dart showed us glimpses of what could be a formidable duo going forward. You could see how just by being on the field, Robinson demanded extra attention, opening up chances for others to step up. This performance sets the tone, forcing the rest of the offensive group to elevate their game. In all honesty, Robinson is shaping up to be an indispensable asset within this squad. Now let's dive into the other side of the coin. The Philadelphia Eagles' defense. Well, it's fair to say it faced some serious struggles, didn't it? Their inability to consistently apply pressure on Jaxson Dart was glaring. I mean, here's a defense that's known for being relentless, and yet Dart was finding rhythm, exploiting gaps all day long. It became clear early on that their front just wasn't maintaining that needed consistency. At times, you almost wanted to shout, "Wake up!" I mean, despite notching 2 sacks, the Eagles couldn't keep Dart from extending plays and capitalizing on breakdowns. But here's the thing. The secondary seemed to be in a bit of a scramble mode, especially against the Giants' passing attacks led by receivers like Wan'Dale Robinson. It begs the question, right? Was it individual lapses or systemic vulnerabilities? The evidence pointed to systemic flaws, especially with all those yards after catch surrendered. Seriously, they need to assess their coverage schemes in depth, maybe even redraw some blitz packages. And if there was ever a game that highlights where realignment is needed, well, that was it. Divisional clashes expose any chink in the armor, and it's crucial the Eagles address this swiftly if they're to stay competitive. So, let's dive right into Jalen Hurts' roller coaster of a performance. I mean, where do you even start? Hurts shows both the highs and lows in this game, right? On one side, he's threading the needle with 24 completions on 33 attempts, racking up 266 yards and a touchdown. Not too shabby, huh? And kudos to Dallas Goedert with those 110 receiving yards and a touchdown, really showing us how that connection pays dividends. But then, oh boy, the interception, a real momentum killer. Plus, getting sacked 3 times, it's tough seeing that because you know Hurts' potential. His 7 rush attempts and that rushing touchdown show us glimpses of what could be. His ability to improvise is insane when it works. But there's room for tidying up those reads. The Giants kept him in check too, limiting that rush game to just 73 yards. Now, does that reflect Hurts' reliance on the line, or can he play a more elusive role? What do you guys think? Who's stepping up next game? Let's see those thoughts and predictions below, folks. We love hearing what you think. Catch you in the comments.